Adventurer's Guild.
We can leave the jade. Ah, yes. I have yet to go and see Child. So, as for the jewel smith...
Guess we can't do anything else. Also, is this where we're doing the rite of parting?
Yes. I have already rented this location, and have begun making preparations for the rite.
Hello friends, it's me, and today we're gonna be watching another Darman video. This one might...
That's right. The Liyue Qixing have acquiesced to using the same location.
But when something this big, although with that said, also...
Traditionally, we call it the exuvia.
Ah, right.
One must think that they already have someone in mind. Or perhaps they already know. These things are for the authorities in Yujing Terrace to consider. Trying to help before the rite is conducted, the exuvia will be kept temporarily in the Golden House.
Golden House?
The only mint in Liyue, which is to say the only mint in Teyvat.
Wow! Golden House? Oh, no! But why?
Since the rite of parting has the approval of the Qixing, which is to say the only mint in Teyvat. As such, there is already some limited information available.
No! But why?
Since the rite of parting has the approval of the Qixing, which is to say the only mint in Teyvat. As such, there is already some limited information available.
No! But why?
Since the rite of parting has the approval of perhaps each has their motive, to say the only mint, but this is the capital of commerce. There is already some limitation. Once in a while is not unacceptable.
Why?
Since the rite of parting where the god of contracts reigns. Well then.
Perfumes? Where'll we get?
No. Perfumes used to on silk flower petals contain a fibrous material.
It's time.
atmosphere here and leave it. I should open a store here. You can't beat the atmosphere.
Absorption test.
You're in for a little shock. Blitz.
So sorry.
Enhanced animal model 75. Absorption test.
You're in for a little shock. Try not to enjoy this.
Oh, so sorry.
Stand clear.
Cool it.
Come a little closer.
Oz, reveal thyself.
No rest
for the wicked.
I summon thee, Midnight Phantasmagoria! I summon... No escape! Oz reveal...
Frostbite.
Shadow Raven, let night fall! I summon thee! Let it rain! Hey!
Dodge this. Oh, so sorry.
As you wish, mein Fräulein.
No one escapes my sight!
Why'd they have to give me that transfer?
Hey, boss, do you...
Silk flower.
Which gun?
Ugh, you ignorant shoppers. Always coming in here with your
Golden House.
My, you two must be his servants. Please refrain from any further attempt. Now then, please peruse at your leisure. Do let me know if you have any further thoughts.
Silk flowers exhibit different properties based on how their environmental conditions differ from their ancestral habitat. Nevertheless, these are fine specimens, excellently preserved. Just look at the abundant foliage here, and these stamens, glamorous as a maiden of the Golden House. This strain is an evergreen, and mostly grows under complex hydrological conditions. By contrast, this variety thrives in any dark, damp location, often in large clusters. Morphologically, it is distinguished by the profusion of petals and densely packed stamens, though its powerful scent gives it away just as easily. Lastly, this strain is quite the recluse. Unlike its exuberant cousins, flowers and foliage are minimal, and when in season, it has a subtle yet enduring scent. It was first discovered by the ancients when they scaled the mountains in search of the Adepti. Silk flowers have all but disappeared from the wild today due to geographical changes over Liyue's history. Most are not grown by horticulturalists.
Wow, a true connoisseur. Most of that was news even to me.
I possess but a smattering of trivial knowledge. My traveler friend is the one to watch.
Oh, Mr. Zhongli, you're way too humble. So, which silk flower did you want anyway?
I'll take them all, boss.
Again?
How can I put this? When purchasing opera tickets, it is natural to decide based on which singer has the most melodious voice. The same logic applies when purchasing a pet bird. But this silk flower purchase is not an analogous case. The same logic does not apply. Perhaps you don't know. Tradition states that we should decoct perfume from different subspecies of silk flower when making an offering to a statue of the Seven. Rex Lapis will then make his own choice between the scents. Like several other tedious and complicated traditions, this one has become simplified over time. But this is the only rite of parting to take place for one of the 7 in 3,700 years. As such, now that's settled.
You forgot to bring money again?
If I may interject, did I hear you say that these flowers are to be an offering to the Lord of Geo himself?
Yes, in a sense.
Gosh, well, why didn't you say so? I heard the awful news about what happened at this year's Rite of Dissension. It would be bad luck to say it out loud, but I've been worried about our dear Lord ever since. I'm worried that everything I've heard is true. Since these flowers will be used to glorify our Lord, they're free of charge. Just don't forget to pass on my regards.
Are you serious?
Why wouldn't I be? I would be nobody if he had...
Huh. So much folklore here revolves around Liyue's deity making cameo appearances in support of local businesses.
Thank you, boss.
Our skin.
Please, it's the least I could do.
So, now that we've got the flowers, how do we make the perfume?
Ideally with the help of an expert. Unfortunately, none of my acquaintances have personal experience in the art of decoction.
Talk about first world problems.
Hence, I need you to help by asking around in the city. Try the common folk, especially women.
So this time we get to go around town looking for nice-smelling ladies to talk to? Paimon likes this job.
I will wait for you near the Statue of the Seven. Meet me there when the perfume is ready.
Maybe we can find some good candidates at the Adventurers Guild. Let's ask Lan. She's master of the Liyue branch, right?
Could that be She's boat?
What should I try? Just call me.
Ad Astra. Ad Astra. Ad Astra.
I stopped accepting commissions a long time ago. Sorry, you two, but you'll just have to ask another adventurer.
Oh, it's not that kind of favor. It's just a teeny tiny thing.
Do I look like the—
Well, Paimon?
Now that you oh, it must be from the Qingxin flowers I picked on the—
Ha! The truth is out. Lan's got a soft spot for wildflowers.
No, they were for medicinal use only. Anyway, this is a pointless conversation. If you want to know about—
The fortune teller, right? Thanks.
Hello,
We've come to ask you a question.
perfume? That's it, since I usually—
That's the
While we're on this—
Yang Yan?
Yes, that's
Great!